My goodness, y'all. Mira este vato. Oh, he's throwing up signs. He's throwing up signs. Episode 18, Hood News Peeps. We're here and we're legal.
Number 18. Thank you guys for joining us on a Saturday morning.
Man, we got a lot in store for you. Go get your snacks. Go get your chips. Whatever your little junk food cravings are, go get them because you're going to need them right now. We got a lot for you in store.
Coming right up.
The Hood Olympics are in full session right now. The tryouts are beginning, folks. We're getting more athleticism. It's not cold anymore. So people are like, you know, they're not trying to bundle up and stay warm and just surrender. Nah, they're giving chases physically, emotionally, everything. These people are hopping, leaping, all kinds of. Yeah, Zumba. Man, we've got this lady here in Southeast Houston. This happened off of Gulf Freeway. A woman would not stop. We don't know what she was doing. According to witnesses, allegedly, this woman was trying to empty out whatever was in her purse.
Yeah.
So
no, she led them on a good foot chase there on the feeder road there on 45 South. Quite a bit of police officers there that were able to tackle her down. But she looks like she was about to get away, but right at the end, they got her.
Yes, they did. And you know, that goes for the fitness test. I mean, the officers did a great job. I don't know, like she was pretty fast. But they got her.
Right. They got her. This is the reason why they have those climbing walls at the HPD Academy for these type of incidences. Mm-hmm. Chris on Facebook, he says she was running in slow motion.
Man, slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. And then we got Louis Suolo. He says, when your toddler tries to run away.
Oh, man, that's the fastest person on the planet when your toddler runs away with the candy or a cookie.
Yep. I wish we would have had more to show, you know, like what exactly went down. We did get this little clip, and we want to thank our law enforcement. You know, they definitely go through a lot. Like we see it on the Hood News. They chase physically on foot, vehicle pursuits, anything to get, you know, whatever's going on under control. So shout out to them for keeping the public safe.
Yeah, we make good fun of the police officers at times, but, you know, props to them. They're everywhere.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, you know, they catch up to them, and stamina caught up to her.
And, you know, these videos, they provide that kind of like that moment captured on, and I know they enjoy it. I know they probably, you know, laugh about it. Hey, you were on the Hood News. I really like look forward to more of these kind of videos, viewer submission videos. And yeah, definitely creates that for the officers out there. You know, we appreciate them and everything they do. And yeah, they are the stars and celebrities of the Hood News.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for the videos, we wouldn't see these types of things that are happening every day here in H-Town. You know, again, props to HPD and everything they're doing to keep the city safe.
This next topic is a serious one. We're going to have a real discussion about this, Hector, and Hood News peeps at home. Look, a lot of times we get involved in some sort of accident. The normal thing to do would be to pull over, swap out info, let the insurance decide who's at fault, all those details. Unfortunately, that's not always the case. In Houston, even more that we're seeing hit and run drivers, failure to stop and provide information situations. In this situation, a Hood News peep was minding their own business on Hardy, that's going eastbound on Hardy, and I guess northbound. Somebody tapped into them. Somebody like sideswiped them on Little York at the bridge at the red light. This Hood News peep followed them. Okay, the cameras are awesome. Look at the camera footage. This is probably some of the best video footage that we have gotten from a dash cam. You would think, okay, I'm not going to chase this person. I'm just going to get the info and go. No, this Hood News peep got into it, into a chase during school hours while kids are getting on buses.
School zones.
Yes. The thing is, what would you do? And we're having a serious conversation on Facebook about this.
Right.
Like, what do you do? We have Hood News peeps saying, yeah, I'm going to chase after them. What are you going to do when you finally pull them over? And what if they are armed?
Right. You never know the outcome.
Yes.
And, you know, that's our city, you never know. We've seen so many bad incidences. You know, in this case, you know, thank God nothing serious happened.
Yes.
But it could have ended differently.
Yes, for sure, man. This is over here on the north side. This is they went from Airline to Little York, Aldine Westfield. They're passing a school. You see the school buses.
A couple of them.
Yeah, a couple of them, like for sure. What if a kid gets hit? Then a lot of people were trying to justify the Hood News peeps actions. And I just say like this, as long as you have that license plate, then you should be good. But there's a lot of distrust because people aren't having the right license plate. They're waiting a long time for officers to get there. There's just this chaos right now with accidents.
And
I don't know.
Is it really worth it? I mean, how much do you
No.
know the damage that was caused to the car?
Just a little fender bender.
bender.
Just a
scratch.
little scratches, dents, whatever. And I always encourage people to get the non-insurance,
Right.
added to their insurance for other uninsured drivers. You gotta have that. That'll give that sense. Look, they're like literally going through a parking lot. My mom shops at that
Food
one.
Town.
Yeah, Food Town, man. Shout out to Food Town. This is a no-no, man. Like, you're just going so overboard with it. Somebody gets hurt, what are you going to do? I'd rather pay that deductible than to have a manslaughter charge.
Yes, this is not worth it at all. This is the whole reason why we do have the dash cam, so we can catch these individuals.
Her safety was on the line. The other person's on the line. It's just a chaotic. Get the license plate and just go. I mean, just chalk it up. I hate to sound like that, because it's a wrong done to us, but I rather this than further wrongs.
And it's just material things.
Yes, it's
material things could be replaced.
Yes, you cannot be replaced, nor an innocent person's life.
Right. You don't want to spread cheeks in jail for a fender
No,
bender.
don't want to do that, man. You definitely don't want to do that.
All right, so I'm excited to announce our first ever Air Team Heating and Cooling Hero of the Month. I am joined here with Gary Aiken with Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Gary has done a phenomenal job in supporting the community. Gary, thank you for coming and joining us this morning to talk about your organization. You guys build beds for kids who are without beds, correct?
Exactly. Yeah.
And how long you guys have been doing this?
It'll be 6 years in August since we built our first bed here in Houston.
And why? What was your reason? What drove you to down this road?
I saw a video that was produced by Mike Rowe in Returning the Favor.
Right.
And it was him interviewing and describing what was going on in Twin Falls, Idaho.
And you guys, I mean, build, I'm sure, tons of beds. About how many beds have you guys have produced in the last couple of years?
As of right now, we've produced, I hate to give you an odd number, but it's 4998.
Wow. And you're telling me as well that you're 86 years old?
Yes.
86 years old, and Gary, you've done a phenomenal job in providing over 5,000 beds. How would one, if there is a family member or somebody watching that's in need of bed, or if they find somebody that's in need of your services, how would they go about finding you?
It's real easy. Most of the time, if they just Google free beds, SHP will come up. Or they can go to shpbeds.org and apply for a bed. And all we ask is how the kids are sleeping, and if they're between the ages of 3 and 17.
And likewise, are you guys looking for people to help sponsor, or also participate in help giving, or even the assembly of the beds?
The donors are the ones that really drive the amount of beds that we can build. And then we have volunteer team leaders that head up delivery teams and head up our build process. The real heroes are all the volunteers and the donors that have helped us get that many kiddos off the floor in North Houston. And
wow.
The Met Church has provided us a building since day one, which has been a real blessing because we have a permanent build site.
From beginning to end, how long is the process to build out a bed?
In 3 hours, with about 60 people, we can build 60 beds.
If there's one thing that you would tell somebody that's watching or listening, what would that one thing be?
Come and help us deliver, and you'll get hooked on what the mission is all about.
Awesome. Gary, we thank you, and we award you with the Air Team Heating and Cooling Grizzy's Hood News Hero of the Month. We are also giving you this great certificate here, acknowledging your service to the community. Thank you for everything you've done, and also for your organization, Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Also, on behalf of Air Team Heating and Cooling, you are also getting a $500 gift card.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Gary, for everything that you've done.
Thank you.
And appreciate your service to the community. Everybody, make sure you follow Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
All right, bandit season is still strong and active, and Constable Mark Herman tagged us recently on another bandit on the loose.
Yeah, so we had the Houston Premium Outlets. You know, they are sometimes a target for banditry of all kinds. You know, we got a lot of boosters out there. Well, we got a couple. We've already identified them. We're working on the details because the chick doesn't have social media. The guy does, but it's like from 2017. This happened at the 29,000 block of Northwest Freeway. Shout out to our peeps out that area. Female and male entered the store. They took off with 2 pairs of Gucci shades, I believe, and we got pictures of them. Somebody, they texted these pictures to somebody, and somebody hooked it up, and they won't even know who it was, right? Because like they texted it to so many people. We know their parents' names. We know where they live. We know everything, but we just can't find any social media. And I think it's pretty crazy, man. The tips that were coming in felt like Hansel and Gretel. Like usually we get the come on down right off the rip, but they were playing around, man. They were like literally throwing breadcrumbs at your girl, man. And I was like, okay, we could do this. This is exhilarating. I'm excited. Let's go. So we finally got some names. We got one whole name. And then we got the lady's name, but she doesn't carry social media because she knows what she's getting into. Yeah. So shout out to the Hood News peeps. If you want to find out more, stay tuned. Shout out to Precinct 4 Constable Deputies, Mark Herman's office. Yeah, we love when we get tagged. A challenge accepted, you know, all the time.
Yeah, and these glasses are pricey. They're about $500 each. Yeah. And they take them. You know, Maria on Facebook, she says, please don't be anyone I know.
I know, dude, that's so funny. Because, you know, they got that look like it could be anybody we know. I had to second guess myself. I'm like, dang, is that the chick I went to high school with?
Please don't be my cousin.
Yeah, please don't be my cousin. Yeah, and then we got Justin Click. I can't stop looking at the picture hanging up in the shop with the eyes on it. Oh, yeah. Like yeah, we get down with the Photoshop a lot. You know, we did our own little, like, what we know now type thing.
We can't have Cindy Crawford in the background.
No, yeah, for sure, man. She was giving that side eye in the picture. And
then Mark on Facebook says, stealing sunglasses, that's pathetic.
Yeah, I think that's a sentiment from everybody. Just running out, running dash. Just do better, man. These are little local businesses getting affected.
Yeah, you still a Gucci? We're going to put you on Grizzy's Hood News.
Go get the Ruchis. $5. So we uncovered, like, one video led to a massive trail and loop-de-loops and all kinds of crazy rabbit holes. All right, so we got a video Saturday night. Friends at home, Hector. We received a video of a Pandora store bandit. Like, this lady, along with somebody else, looks younger too, and a baby at her hip. They look like they're admiring the jewelry. They look like they're, you know, in there shopping. All of a sudden, I guess she turns to where the cashiers is. You know how they sometimes put out their inventory. You know, they're working and prepping at the same time while taking care of customers. Someone left some jewelry on the counter, and that was an ample opportunity for a bandit to swipe and go. So she swiped and grabbed. We got her on video, and guess what? We came across someone else selling almost the exact same type of rings on Twitter. So at first we were like, nah, that can't be the same one. And we did some digging around because we thought it was too, because it was around the same time. I guess the bandits are in sync with each other. I don't know. But like, we had a young lady selling this stuff on Twitter, and she's like, they asked her, hey, do you have a deal with Pandora? She's like, no, I just ran out the store with it. Literally, if you see no, ran out the store. Wow. Somebody asked her, do you have a vendor for them? No. So we already excluded that bandit, but that just led me down a loophole, like this. A rabbit hole. This person has a leg monitor, not this one in the video,
but the other person.
We've already identified this one. That's not the same, but I come across a lot of people doing that, where they're stealing all the stuff and selling it on Twitter. Twitter is a haven for this kind of activity.
Yeah, and Pandora, I mean, it's really not that expensive,
no,
is it?
It's cheap.
It's like 10, $25 for these things.
And then the example that she's setting for the baby, dude, like, you know, I'm not a saint. I used to commit crimes back in the day, but I'd be damned if I ever took my baby and had her on my hip, mama stealing. Yeah. I used to boost. It's not a secret, you know, I used to be a booster.
Right.
But I'd be danged if I ever went into a store with my child and did that when I was younger, man. No way. But she don't care. No worries, no nothing. Look, just let's go.
Yeah, and you know, and you said Humble Police Department's looking for her?
Yeah, they're looking for her. And we've got a picture. As a matter of fact, let me show y'all. Well, I'm not going to show faces, but we got the tat right above the yeah, we got it. We got it. We just need that come on down. Again, the Hood News peeps are playing hard to get with me these days. They're throwing breadcrumbs. Hey, sis, you already sent me the picture. Go on and send me the rest, because you know and I know. If you see this, just go on and send me the name, man. We just want to have a come on down type of time.
Yeah, you know, if you're stealing Pandora stuff, you're going to be shown on Grizzy's Hood News.
Man, we're gonna call you out. We're gonna do come on down, Sam. And they've been coming back quickly. This one is another Hansel Gretel situation where people, you know, they're probably shy first time, you know, giving a tip or something. We're not gonna tell who you are, you know. Just tip it in, man.
Yeah.
Hook it up.
And then also with the kid involved too, as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, for sure, man. We're gonna call it out, man, because that's just straight
This is our
up
future.
wrong. Yeah, this is a beautiful baby, man.
Last Wednesday, we covered an auto pedestrian accident on the corner of East Tex Freeway and Hopper Road, and we have good news to report.
Yeah, so we went out there that night, and it was just really weird. Like, you know, we had already covered a lot of stories, and we decided, you know, I decided I'm going to go home and rest, but something came in, and I wasn't really sure. Hood News peeps were sending me videos of somebody laying on the side of the street, and one Hood News peep in particular didn't really send me a graphic picture like some of the other people were trying to send. He sent me a picture of their clothing. Like, he zoomed in on what they had on and said, hey, post this. Somebody might be looking for their loved one. And see, the thing is, I have to tiptoe around this kind of stuff because we don't want to be the ones to inform. You know, we're not trained professionals to inform a family, hey, your loved one's been struck by a vehicle, which is exactly what happened Wednesday night. The driver took off and left this young man named Jose Berrios out there to just fend for himself, and he couldn't. Moments later, some people, some good Samaritans pulled up on him, found him that way, twisted up, friend. I'm going to tell y'all right now, like the injuries were very severe, and they rendered aid and called 911. So Harris County Emergency Corps arrived on the scene. Harris County Sheriff's Office also came through. They started investigating. By the time I get out there, the scene had already mostly cleared, but the investigation was underway. This young man was taken to the hospital. He's currently fighting for his life. He's in the ICU. He's had head injuries and lots of fractures, internal damages also. Lots of broken bones. I mean, this poor kid, like, I'm not sure how old he is, but he's pretty young.
Yeah.
And whoever struck him just left him there. There might be damages to that vehicle. We're asking everybody. The family reached out. They're like, hey, our loved one is missing since Tuesday, Wednesday. Do you think that it might be him? And I said, I don't know. I don't have names or anything. So that's when I sent them the picture that the Hood News peep took, which came in it was so vital.
Wow.
They're like, oh my God, that's exactly what he had on. And they started making phone calls. They knew what to do after that. They located him at the hospital. Jose is in the intensive care unit, ICU. He's, you know, fighting for his life.
Right.
He's on machines. He needs a machine to help him breathe. And we're just praying for him, but we're also sending out that message. Hey, do the right thing.
Yeah.
You know, if this was you, or if anybody has any information, you know, come forward, you know, help make this right, man, because leaving somebody out there to not, you know, to fend for themselves when they're not able to, I mean, that's just wrong. A sweet guy, very caring person. He didn't deserve this. He was just walking, minding his own business. And you know, we don't really know the circumstances, but he was struck and left there to die.
Yeah, and that also shows the power of the Hood News too, as well. How those dots are connected there.
Exactly.
You know, how we were able to identify this young man too, as well, but also the family were able to find their loved one. And you know, hopefully, you know, his recovery still continues, and he's able to recover quickly. And our prayers are for you, Jose, and the family. And if you're also watching or know somebody that's probably got involved in this, please let us know or let somebody know about this, because we want to make sure that there's some closure to this and do the right thing. So
we're asking everybody, go through your footage from the 23rd through the 24th, just to see if you see anything. Like, if you live in the area, you know, the Hood has a lot of cameras. We already stay camera'd up in the neighborhood with security cams. Go through your cams, Ring cams, anything, just that something might help this family piece it together. And I also want to thank other media outlets for shining the light on this story.
Right.
I heard that Telemundo helped out. They sent the reporter out there. The family is getting the word spread throughout the Spanish speaking community. So thank you guys so much. Yeah, prayers going up for Jose and his family, and may there be some sort of justice, some sort of answers, somebody be brought forward. Also, body shops. Be on the lookout for damages, something that you can't really explain. Somebody trying to pay cash to get something fixed, or maybe an abandoned car somewhere with damages to the windshield, to the front fenders. Look for all those kind of things. Be on the lookout. You never know when it's your turn to provide some vital information that's going to put something together for a family that needs help.
And just do the right thing.
Keeping Houston safe. That is the goal. That is why Hood News exists. That's why law enforcement does what they do. That's why we all need to work together as a community. 2 Sundays ago, there was a huge shooting. There was a young man in a vehicle. Something happened to him, and there was lots of shots fired at him. He was able to get out of his vehicle, but somebody was chasing after him, shooting from different houses. Shell cases were left on sidewalks, on driveways, outside of front porches. It was a huge shooting. This young man was shot several times all throughout his body. Thank goodness, like, he ran over to a club. This happened in 3rd Ward off of Emancipation. Shout out to my 3rd Ward peeps. He was able to make it to a club, a nightclub that was right there off of Emancipation. And a security guard, officer, off-duty officer, whatever, on guard, was there to render aid.
Right.
He gave life-saving measures, like he performed life-saving measures, applied tourniquets where he could until the Houston Fire Department arrived and the victim was transported via EMS. I've got video footage of them transporting, like they literally took all this man's clothes off to try to help stop the bleeding. So that was a huge scene. So we get there that Sunday, and unknowns to us, like literally, there's like tons of shell casings everywhere. So an initiative was brought forward, and Houston Police Chief Troy Finner joined South Central Patrol officers along with the neighborhood leaders of the community, community members. They patrolled and checked around different locations. They went to different clubs. They went just to talk to residents and local businesses like food trucks, everything of that type, to see, you know, what ordinances are placed or what are their concerns. And it was really amazing to see this. Like, I think we need this all over H-Town right now.
Agreed, Grizzy. This is I was watching live too as well. This is something that I love to see.
Yes.
You know, the community embracing the police officers and vice versa. The police officers walking the streets and be able to, you know, interact with people.
Exactly.
And not just come out there just arresting individuals, but getting to know people.
Yes.
And even on a Saturday night, we know that people are out having fun. They're, you know, at the bars and the clubs, and they're out in the streets going from, you know, business to business to business, letting them know their presence are there. But also it looked like the community also embraced them.
Yes,
too, as well.
even the club goers, because there's a lot of clubs. It's no secret. You know, Emancipation has some very fun places. You see all these beautiful, attractive young people having a great time, drinking it up, toasting it up, and you know, we don't want to take away from our youth. We don't want to take away from the young people or anybody trying to enjoy these clubs and having a good time. I like clubs. I like music. I like ambiance. You know, we just want to make sure that everybody's safe, that everybody makes it home to their families, to avoid some of these shootings. If we can, by all means, you know, whatever needs to be done, address the concerns of the people that live in the area as well. Because we even heard from one guy when we started this, we were off of Southmore and 288. That was the meetup point. Well, we got to hear from a neighbor that lives behind the gas station, and his sleep is constantly interrupted by all the activity right there. So, you know, Chief Finner was able to hear those concerns. And it was just really great to listen to the truck owners, the food truck owners, the residents, just overall concerns. You know, we just want everybody's well-being.
And do you know that if they're planning on doing more of these?
I would love to see that. That's a great question. I'm looking forward to it. We just need to have, just like 3rd Ward has community members that are willing to speak up. We need that, though. Like, it can't just be the police, you know, trying to create this. And it's got to be the citizens getting together. Like, 3rd Ward has some good backup. Like, I was really impressed and very amazed. And that's what we need more. We need the local people to step up. We got to work together, y'all. It's just going to have to happen.
That's the only way we're going to be able to fix the crime issues in our city. You know, where we work together as a community, where the police officers are working together with the citizens, and also city council and people in government, the mayor too as well.
We need them. Yeah, we need them out here. We need to see some like more action. We vote all these people to come do a job. And, you know, there's some extracurricular activities that they need to be participating in. And we need to see more face out there. Like, definitely.
Absolutely. You know, in this area, even after this, there was a fire that was happening close by too as well.
not too far, like not too long afterwards, after we left, there was a shooting. So it just goes to say that we just got to keep that presence. We got to stay on it. We got to step on people's necks, you know, literally. You know, we got to fight it back, man. So hopefully we have better days in 3rd Ward, man. People want to go to 3rd Ward. It's a beautiful place. They have nice houses, like $500,000 to $1 million houses out there. It's gorgeous. It's historical. Hey, Beyonce comes from there. So like, man, we got to take care of the hood.
Yeah, and even their Sunday brunches are being well known for too.
Yes.
People are flying into
Yeah.
the city to experience the Third Ward brunches.
Yeah, we got to take care of the neighborhoods because they have so much history, so much culture, and it's H-Town. So definitely be on the lookout, folks. Look out for one another, and we got to work together.
All right, thank you for watching episode number 18. Number 18. And for the latest and greatest video, go to Grizzy'sHoodNews.com.
Thanks, Hector. Everybody, thanks for joining us this weekend, man. We're looking forward to the next episode and just growing from there. Hey, who knows? It might go to an hour. So support, man. Let everybody know, like, what's up. Tell your friends and family. A lot of people don't even know that we're on TV. So shout out to you guys. Let people know their comments are being shared too, like the feedback, all that good stuff. And if it's real news,
it's Hood News.